Hello, my name is Vivian Araújo and today I will talk my business plan of Havaianas. In this plan, we are going to focus on 6 topics. First, public market profile, environment factors that influence prices, public relation review, company website design, leadership structure, and corporate social responsibility. Havaianas were created by Alpargatas in 1966. Like Havaiana, both companies are Brazilians, and Havaianas product, the focus of Havaianas is flip flops. And although it was a product very simple, and it was like directed to low to income people, it got extremely popular. Havaianas was inspired by Japanese Zori flip flop, and but instead of using wood, they used rubber. Its first model was considered product consumed by lower classes, and it was really cheap. However, today it is considered as a fashion item and it is quite expensive. But even the beginning, the company also the flip flops also had this beach style, comfortable, casual, and suitable for warm climate places. Okay, so there are few things that may impact or influence prices of products or services. So, for example, we have government instabilities, we have inflations, we have the currency fluctuations, and government control. So, I remember when I was like a child, when like around 1994, so Havaianas used to be like 4 real, which would be less than $1 if we are consider like the currency right now. And but now Havaianas are extremely expensive, even here in the United States. If we do like a quick search on American Havaiana website, we can find for like I don't know $28 or more. And arguably, we could say that a currency fluctuation might have impact on the price, but I think what it really impact here was that the company was able to re-signify, it was able to add value to the product. So before, Havaiana was seen as a product for low consumers with low money. Like they didn't have like a lot of money, and then that's why they buy Havaianas. However, right now Havaianas are very fashion product, and that's why they're expensive. All right. So a little bit about public relation review. So the idea of the public relation is to have this communication about the company or the product. So it is used to when we have issues with unflattering reports, when there is crisis or some controversies with the product or with the company. And right now, with the introduction of social media, everybody's watching companies, and if the company make a mistake or if someone from the company make a mistake, customers they are there coursing the company, criticizing. So now we have like the cancellation culture that not only affect people, but they also affect companies. However, Havaiana seems to have a pretty solid public relation, and I'm saying that because in 2017 the company had a scandal. However, I didn't know about it, and a lot of people they didn't know about it, and it's kind of interesting because it was a corruption scandal, but people still buy Havaianas, and I didn't see people like say something bad about the company. So that's an interesting thing to consider. Regarding websites, so usually websites they has to have like simple, like easy to use, has to be pleasant, modern, has to be reliable, and Havaianas has all that. So it is a website that has a tropical vibe. And consider the target audience mainly is women from 18 to 44, but there is a lot of clients that are men or they're older. So the website also has to attend their needs. And the website does that. So it is separated by gender. And if it's like a child, you can see something from Disney or from cartoons. If for old people, or if you, for example, if the Father's Day is coming, they have like a section just for that. So it's quite easy to use, and a lot of older people they would also able to enjoy the website. And interesting enough, the websites from each country, so like from Brazil, United States, Japan, they're kind of like very similar, so wouldn't change much. So they kind of like keep the same pattern. All right, so about leadership structure. So here the tasks and responsibilities are separated through departments and levels. So here in the case of Havaianas, the headquarters, it is located in São Paulo. However, the company has regional offices in LA, Madrid, and Hong Kong. And however, all products they are made in Brazil, more or less like in the northeast Brazil, if I'm not wrong, and it is distributed in 100 countries. So that means that the company, like the headquarters locally in Brazil, has like great control over the brand and also wants to maintain the marketing strategy pretty much the same everywhere. However, the company did create a transactional network of resource which is very effective, but it had to adjust a little bit on each locality, meaning that we cannot like in terms of marketing, it cannot be the same when we are talking about Hong Kong and Brazil. The culture is too different, so they cannot use the same approach. So the company had to adapt a little bit. So here's the question. In general, does companies have social responsibilities? So technically they don't, but it does make the company look nice, if I can say so. So in terms of Havaianas, they work with two approaches. So we have planets and we have people. In terms of planet, the company does care about the environment, so it works to reduce carbon dioxide, and also it's always looking for ways to improve the process of production. So the idea is to reduce, is to be able to, if it's impacting the environment, they want to impact less. That's the goal. And also they are, if I'm not wrong, I think the 40% of their products use recycling material, which is pretty cool, because if they can recycling, they can help the environment a lot. And also regarding people, as I mentioned previously, they have a company that on the northeast Brazil, which do like all the production of the Havaianas. And since they are there, they're working with the communities. So they are giving back like with education, with professional courses, and also they are incentivizing new entrepreneurs. So that's pretty cool. And although it does not impact on taxes, for example, it does look like nice. So if someone is on doubt which flip-flops to choose, if they know that Havaianas care about the environment, or if they care on educating people, maybe people would choose Havaianas because of that instead of other one. So that's a good thing to consider. And finally, the conclusions. So Havaianas are loved by many, including me. And it's kind of interesting that the company was able to change this perception of product for poor people to a fashion product in a short time. So that's amazing. And basically the company added value to the brand. And they did that by having a market profile that is really strong here, and also their public relation is quite solid, mentioning the corruption scandal from 2017 that I didn't know, and a lot of people they didn't know about it. And finally, the company also work with its corporation social responsibility, dealing with environment and people, which looks that the company cares about it. So that's a good image for the company. Thank you.